This is Newshour from the BBC World Service with me, Tim Franks. There is a new film out about the war in Ukraine, but you won't get an idea of its unusual angle if I just tell you the title. War Tales, it's called. But maybe if I spell the title. Tales is Tails. This is a documentary about a young woman, Krystina, who's part of a small team trying to rescue the hundreds of thousands of dogs and other domestic animals whose lives have been ravaged by war. It's not just the huge and growing number of strays, but the danger of rabies spreading.
Поэтому мы здесь, поэтому мы хотим предотвратить распространение бешенства.
That's what we're here for. That's why we want to prevent the spread of rabies, a deadly disease. If we don't sterilize now, especially in these abandoned places with only animals left, they'll eat each other. They'll attack people. They'll form packs.
Well, the voice you heard there was Krystina, and she's currently on a short visit to the UK at the moment, and she came into the Newshour studio.
Since the Russian invasion, we had a lot of homeless animals because million people leave them or they were dead because of Russian rockets. We had it before, actually, this problem with stray dogs, but not so big problem. When our army occupied the territory around Kyiv, we took supplies from Europe, different food, medicine. We took all this stuff and went to the occupied region around Kyiv, and we started to feed animals. But we have seen that it's not enough just feed them. Need to sterilize them, vaccinate them, and then we can find families. A lot of organization helps people, and not so much organization helps animals, but they also suffering.
Tell me how you came to start doing this, because am I right in saying that you're trained as an architect?
Yeah, before the war, I worked as an architect 2 years. I did volunteering. I took stray dogs to my balcony. Usually it was families of stray puppies. I vaccinate them, deworm them, sterilize them, and find a family for them. When war come, no one need architect. Now I should save animals, because the place where we go in and our team is frontline. And you can die because we work sometimes 200 meters from Russian. So a lot of spies there, a lot of explosions around you. So you can die every minute. So
And Krystina, on that, I hope you don't mind me saying, but just as you were walking to the studio, I noticed that you've got a bit of a limp.
Yes, I was injured in Vovchansk. We evacuate animals. A lot of drone kamikaze around you.
Kamikaze drones, so these are from the Russians?
From the Russians, right. Yeah. And if they will see your car, they immediately will destroy it. So we decided to do it at night at 12. Because at night they will not send you drone kamikaze, because night drone kamikaze are very expensive, so they will not spend it just for people. We save animals from some addresses, and it was the last address. We went to another part of Vovchansk. We find these animals where we took them. It was silent, completely silent, no drones, no rockets. It was like 15 minutes of silence. It was very weird. And we are going back to our car, and we hear that some missiles coming, and I felt that it's coming to us. I covered by myself a dog which I saved. He was around 10 kilos. I covered him, and when we left all this situation, when we already were saved, this dog looked at me like on a god. I was injured by fragments. Everything is okay, actually. Fragment didn't hit bone or nerves, so it's just meat. I'm lucky.
Well, that's one definition of luck. I mean, you're obviously incredibly compassionate about dogs and other animals, but are you concerned that actually this could become a bit of a public health issue if there are lots of feral dogs and, rabies is endemic on the European mainland and you're worried about the spread of the disease? Is that part of the story?
Yes, because of Russian invasion, we have 1 million stray dogs, and they are unsterilized, they are unvaccinated, they multiply, and the main goal is, of course, sterilization and vaccination from disease, because this disease, rabies, doesn't have borders. Dogs can just pass through the forest, and in fact, foxes, cats, and rabies can spread into the Europe. So then our goal is to find someone like European Union Animal Welfare who can help us to resource Ukrainian veterinarian and volunteer, vaccinate and sterilize dogs and cats.
I'm sure lots of people inside Ukraine are grateful to you for your work, but are some of them thinking, what on earth are you doing, risking your life for animals? Some people must think that you're a little bit crazy to be doing it.
When I was injured, a lot of people wrote me good words, that they support me, but some people wrote that that's how you shouldn't do. I completely not agree with them. I think their souls poor. We find them sometimes they closed in their kennels around 6 days. You see their eyes. They look at you like on a god, and it's unbelievable feeling.
And that was Krystina Dragomoretska on a short visit to the UK from Ukraine.